your freshman year, you're like, look, man, that was a harder transition from the training to the academics, to the schedule, to the structure, to the treatment. At what point your freshman year did you say, okay, it's rough, but I think I'm getting the hang of this thing?
Actually, funny story. I quit the team end of my freshman year. Said this wasn't for me, and my coach at the time, Stilinski, was like, "No, you're not quitting. You're too good for that." And I was like, "No, I'm just gonna live a normal college life." So it was more so my sophomore year when I came back that I learned like how to balance everything, and honestly, it like I said, I'm still learning, but it's gotten a lot better. You do learn over time.
How much did you learn about yourself and Coach Stilinski? You like, listen, I'm about to go in here and tell him I'm done. I can't do this. He was like, no, you're not leaving. I mean, because obviously I've never had a chance to meet Coach Stilinski, but just listening to him, you can tell he's really, really good at what he does. And sometimes as coaches, they understand the mental side of it. Like, look, I know it's a lot. I know I'm putting a lot on you, but there is 0% chance, I'm finna go to the rest of your teammates and say, Parker's gone. What? Parker's done. Because sometimes, Parker, your role on the team, your role at the University of Florida, it grew really, really quickly. On top of the fact, you're pretty freaking good. Stilinski, like, what do you mean? Stilinski's probably think you coming in and say, I need some time off. He like, when you say I'm leaving, he had to go into panic mode to say, Parker, no. Was it the fact that you guys already had a pretty good relationship with coach, the player for him to be able to talk you out of it? Because it sounded like you had your mind made up.
Yeah, no, I didn't like want to quit, but I was just like, I kept getting hurt my freshman year, and I was just like, I just don't think that running is for me. I think I was made for something else. And he was like, no, he saw the potential in me, and I'm glad that he convinced me not to quit because I want to be where I am now.
Did you tell your parents or your family that, listen, man, I'm coming home, I'm done, we're not coming home, I'm just not running track anymore?
Oh, I did go home, and I didn't run for about 4 or 5 months. I was dealing with a hamstring thing, so I needed the time off anyways, but yeah. And then I came back and I was like, oh, I actually think I do want to run. I do like running. And I had a breakout season that year, so it all worked out.
So when they do your E60, they're gonna say, what if I told you that this all wasn't even gonna happen because Parker was gonna go back to Tampa? She's gonna go from Alachua County, Hillsborough County, but then how much did you miss it though? Them 3-4 months not running, how much did you miss running in that time frame?
Honestly, like the first month, I was like, oh, like vibing, like, oh, this is so nice. Don't have to worry about everything. Cause like when you're running every day, like you have to worry about how much you're sleeping, what exactly you're eating. Like your whole day is around running. And it's very consuming, and you have to love it in order to succeed in it, for sure. But no, after about like a month, I was like, okay, I do miss running. And I was like, maybe I'll start train. But I couldn't. The issue was that I couldn't start training because I was dealing with a hamstring thing at the time. So I was just like, oh, and I didn't know how to cross train. Ironically, I didn't want to swim, and I didn't know that. It's kind of dumb, but like I didn't know that you could like elliptical and bike and stuff. Which I don't know. Maybe the rest was needed, but it was a rough comeback. But glad we're where we are today.